can wrap all the way around.
Okay, sounds great.
And with a nice gigantic gargoyles display.
Awesome.
And so I guess before you start, am I talking someplace specific?
It's a boom mic, so it'll pick you up.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So we're starting with Ninja Turtles, and obviously this is one of our biggest and most popular lines.
Yep.
You can see a lot of new stuff here, some stuff that we've previously announced, but one in particular I think that everyone is super excited about is Kirby.
Yes.
The gentleman in the green sweater here, you can just see at the corner there. We've been working on this for so unbelievably long that it is finally, that it's here and ready to be announced is just super exciting for us. There were a lot of behind the scenes clearances and,
Did you have to work with his granddaughter to get permission?
I'm not sure who exactly at the estate it was that we had to work with, but we did have to get, clearance from his estate.
Yeah, I figured,
and then Paramount, and then convincing both parties that the other party was also okay with it. We just wanted to make sure all the I's were dotted. And the T's were
Understood. Yeah,
crossed.
I get it. It's
with this many kind of influences on a figure, we wanted to make sure that everybody was okay before we went out with this.
If you go on Twitter and follow the Kirby estate, it's his granddaughter doing it, and she's had some choice words from Marvel sometimes.
and fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're really excited to show him.
That looks great.
Time. Made it just in time for the show, and could not be more excited.
I love the
there
little
will be
drawing.
Additional accessories that come with him, maybe some in-jokes, but we're not quite ready to show those yet.
Okay. Still a must-buy for me.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be a must-buy for a lot of people. Maybe even some people who aren't necessarily fans of Ninja Turtles, but are fans of Kirby.
And I like the variety of Usagi Yojimbo that you have, the Space Usagi, and the
Samurai Usagi,
and nice sculpting, nice detail in the sculpting. Really, seriously.
Really is. And Stan Sakai's team is such a pleasure to work with. They're all
Seems like a nice
really kind of laid back, just like nice, reasonable people. It's a great thing. We do plan to do a lot more with the Usagi Yojimbo license.
Awesome.
Even outside of the Turtles universe.
So we'll get more into Usagi's universe, possibly? Oh, awesome. That would be great.
That is definitely the plan. You can see some purple colorways of the Foot Ninjas and Forcers. I believe that there are some classic colorways for different parts of the line coming.
Awesome.
So, there'll be a variety of army building possibilities for people, especially now that we're going to have more and more dioramas coming out. You need to build up some armies.
Yes, definitely.
Here we're moving into more of the Last Ronin section of the line. You can see a number of the brothers from later parts of the comic.
Yep.
The backstories.
Oh yeah.
You can see Splinter. We got some kind of Sinja commandos. We'll have a Sinja commando Mouser pack coming out.
Nice.
You can see Kurai, who should be out on the market right now, if not momentarily, as well as Casey Jones from the Ronin line.
Nice.
And you can see down below, we've turned the packaging to the side to show something that might not have been initially obvious, but we've been building the packaging of the line so that it forms a long extended scene.
Oh, that is awesome. That's really nice.
Display it sideways. So we're always kind of looking for new things to do with packaging. We've got a couple of new creatures to display for the Universal Monsters crossovers.
Nice.
So Raphael is the Wolfman and Leonardo is the Creature.
That's awesome. I like the bones for that.
Yeah, the bonsai. If you look very closely at one of them, it's actually a replica of the wolf's head cane.
Yeah, I see it. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, so we have a lot of really dedicated fans of these. The Wolfman is one of my favorite Universal movies because it's so obviously tragic right from the start. For the live action movies, we've got more foot soldiers coming for army building, as well as a different version of Kino that'll also come with a foot soldier.
All right.
For people who weren't able to pick up the pizza delivery version, which was the San Diego exclusive.
Okay.
You can take a better, closer look at the Shredder throne that we will be making. This one in particular, the team spent a lot of time just sourcing additional material from the era to get really good references on all of the different parts that made up his sort of cobbled together throne.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah, you can see like rusted out.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just, it's always with you toy people. It's just the little details are what always thrill me, like the rust and things like that.
Like if you look at it from the side, one authentic detail is there's the propane canister back there. You can't even see that from the front.
Yep, I see it. Oh, that's awesome.
But it was part of the original piece, so it's part of the sculpture. The Professor Jordan Perry 2-pack from the movie is something that we are going to be putting up on the NECA store a little bit later this year for open pre-orders.
Okay.
That I think will be available to retailers as well, but there are certain things that we do like to give people an opportunity to get in on the open pre-order. Below him you can see slightly 2-pack versions of the samurai turtles from the third movie. These are kind of simpler versions than the Comic-Con exclusives.
Okay.
I mean, we want to keep those as true exclusives, so the figures and the accessories are slightly different.
Okay.
But yeah, a different kind of way for people to get those who weren't able to get them. You can see a bit more Usagi stuff here. That is right in front of the gigantic Krang.
Nice. Wow, that is huge.
Yeah, gigantic Krang probably will not be available until like Q3 2024.
Okay.
But if we can get it in earlier, then we'll do it, obviously. We will have Casey Jones in the business suit with the split footbot there.
That is funny.
Yeah. So many fun ways to do battle damage on a figure, and that's a great one.
Right in half.
The Samurai and Space Adventure turtles are going to be a 2-pack now.
Okay.
Initially, we had thought we would release them individually, but now we're going to 2-pack them.
Nice.
And you can get a closer look at the Punk Turtles today, too. So we'll have 2 of them on top of the diorama, and then the other 2 inside the sewer lair diorama.
They each come with 2 heads? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've got alternate heads, we've got tons of accessories.
Sometime next year.
It's going to be a great set to collect, and one that people have definitely been asking for. And you can see, here is the sewer lair diorama in all of its glory. That includes the street topper, which you can see is like a super thick foam core.
Nice.
This is the same kind of foam core that our product line manager uses for all of his homemade builds for stuff. He's used it for years. It's really heavy duty.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any bow. With all this weight on top, I'm not seeing any bow whatsoever.
Yeah, I had him put like barbell weights on it for me, and just like, well, show me when does it bend, like keep putting stuff on it. So he sent me like a bunch of different pictures, and then I was like, but what if you just kept the weights up there for a few weeks and then send me another picture? and he did. He was like, I'll absolutely do it because this is the stuff I use. So I haven't seen it bow yet.
That's nice though.
Yeah, that'll be great for putting the street scene diorama right on top of.
Awesome.
if you turn the corner here, you can see the move into the Toonie section. So we have a lot of our previously announced sets that are out on the market now or coming to market just very soon. Series 8 is out in stores now. Series 9 will be out in stores a little bit later, possibly in January. We've just announced a new line of Wednesday Toonie figures.
Saw it.
Those are definitely going to be fun. We'll also be doing ultimate action figures and clothed action figures for Wednesday.
Nice.
We just don't have those out on display today.
The Wednesday line.
I can't believe you did a Jessica Fletcher. Oh my
Yes, there she is.
God.
There's a Murder, She Wrote. Jessica Fletcher Toonie Classic as a standalone release because everyone loves Angela Lansbury solving crimes.
How is the...
Why not? We're going to be doing a line of figures for the new Thanksgiving horror movie as well. So there's the John Carver Toonie, and then as we go down the display, you'll also see the John Carver Ultimate and John Carver Clothed figure.
Got it.
I think, and we're also going to release some plushes from the movie. Like a plush of John Carver and then a plush of a turkey that with a detachable head, it's just
my
held
God.
on by Velcro, so you can just decapitate a turkey. We have DC Toonies that are coming out soon, and we'll have a number of those yet to come as well. And then you can see the Pee-wee and Terry Toonie there. That is part of a line that had been in development with Paul Rubens for a couple of years before he passed away earlier this year. And so there will be a lot more releases coming from that line that he personally worked on. He just unfortunately passed away before he got to see a lot of the stuff in the market, which was really a shame. And he was really involved in it, and it obviously brought him a lot of joy to make toys.
Yeah.
So we will definitely have more of those. You can take, you can see in a little bit more detail here the upcoming Elvira Toonie releases and Elvira Clothed releases. The very scary Xmas Elvira is going to be coming just in time for Christmas. That's going to make, hint, hint, that's going to make a great gift for somebody. And you can see that the packaging has a slip case around it, so it's already wrapped for you. It's really a great gift idea. For yourself, even if you need to go that way.
I see you got Megan there.
Yeah, we have Megan Toonie as part of the Series 9 line, which will also include Vincent Price and Tarman that's from Dawn of the Dead.
Yes, you're gonna get a separate email, not like the
Svengoolie.
Yeah, it's Svengoolie, Vampira, Fiend, Captain Spaulding, all in Toonie form.
Nice.
And then there's an additional box set that should be coming out in a couple of weeks for Saw, and that's the killer and then the puppet.
Nice. That's great.
Yes.
yeah, we do.
This is one that people have been clamoring for a while, so we finally have a first look at our our Krampus line. This is super detailed and really kind of creepy and gross, so perfect. We'll have very deluxe Der Clown, a super detailed Krampus. Have a creature pack out, and I believe that there will even be more Dark Elves to come that we don't have out on display quite yet.
Okay.
And then continuing the new horror releases, we are very happy to announce that we have a deal with Hammer Horror.
Nice.
For access to their catalog of some of the best movies ever. And the first release from that line is going to be Horror of Dracula, Count Dracula.
That's an awesome sculpt. It really does look like Christopher Lee.
Yes, Christopher Lee really defined Dracula for a lot of people, and especially in that Hammer Horror era of like Tempura Paint Blood, He's really iconic, so there was kind of no other choice to kick the line off. But definitely a lot more to come from the Hammer Horror catalog.
Awesome.
People can start guessing online now what we will be releasing some Megan action figures as well.
All right.
We'll have, you saw the Toony Megan over there as well, but we'll have an Ultimate Megan, which you can see prototypes for here. We'll also have a clothed, the 8-inch style clothed action figures for Megan. And then you can see the Thanksgiving Ultimate that I mentioned earlier here as well. That movie is going to come out pretty soon, so...
Yep. Can't believe it started off as a joke short.
I know, right? It just...
First it was Machete got a real movie, and now Thanksgiving's getting a real movie.
I know, what will be the next fake trailer that actually gets a real movie? And then to the left of him, you can see Vincent Price. I'm very excited to do Vincent Price because he's just a horror icon.
Oh, yeah.
You can see various eras of Vincent Price in the heads.
I love it.
And he'll also have interchangeable suit fronts.
Okay.
So different styles of suit. For instance, what is Vincent Price without an ascot? So there'll be like an ascotted version.
Nice.
I believe this is meant to be a cigarette holding hand out here because that was a thing. And then just some accessories, more of which are not shown here, but you know, that are reminiscent of some of these.
Definitely the Raven makes sense. Oh my God.
Yes.
That is classic for him.
Yeah, I think the sculptors really nailed Vincent Price on this sculpt.
Oh, nice. Prey.
Down here you can see Prey, which is popping up in stores right now. I've seen some movies of it online, so it's definitely out there. Go find it. We'll have a variant of him coming up relatively early in 2024 with Bear Blood.
All right.
So we're calling it Bear Blood Feral Predator. and there are still more Prey figures to come after that. We just haven't cleared all of the approvals.
It's understood, yeah, because you got actors' faces and likenesses. I get it. Yeah, I swear, this movie just breathed life back into the Predator franchise. It was just like incredible.
I know some people have had their beefs with it, but I thought that it was the best Predator movie in a really
That's how I felt. I felt the minimalist.
Yeah, it was minimalist. It was
approach.
realistic.
It was just like, and that actress, I only knew her from when she played in that TV show Legion, and she was incredible.
Yeah, Amber McThunder is fantastic, and if anyone listening to this also watches Reservation Dogs, she does an excellent guest appearance on that. That is truly, truly funny. You can see a Nosferatu figure here. This is the color version. We'll also be doing a black and white version of that.
Nice.
And that's just an iconic one. Speaking of iconics, London After Midnight has primarily achieved its sort of legendary status due to the fact that there was a vault fire that destroyed all of the copies of it.
Oh my God.
So everything we've used for reference and, you know, everything everyone else has used, you know, to talk about the movie is just reclaimed from publicity stills from the time, other photos, you know, anything people can scrape together.
Yeah, I heard about that fire. I studied film in college, so everything made of silver nitrate.
Yep. Very, very flammable.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And then the Puppet Master Jester and Six Shooter 2-pack that we recently announced. We're giving people a closer look at it here.
Over the couch, and that's
Oh my God! I can't believe you.
So here we go. Here is Alex Murphy from that scene in RoboCop.
Oh my God! It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's so wrong. It's right.
I know. That's why I love it. It's just so. It's the right amount of twisted.
Yeah. So you've got interchangeable forearms, hands, everything, so you can really recreate that. And we will, in addition to the regular version that will be coming to retail, we'll have an extra special version with a little something extra in with it to offer up on the NECA store pretty soon. So stay tuned for more news on that. everybody knows that there is a new Assassin's Creed movie coming out this week, and to celebrate it, we have remastered some of our best-selling Assassin's Creed classic figures. So these are not straight re-releases. We've improved the tooling, we've updated the paint, so and these will be in window boxings instead of the old plastic clamshells.
Right.
So it's nice, better, updated versions of these for fans.
Great.
Raven on it. So that's cool. That's a cool piece.
All right.
So that would be
So now we're over into our Universal area. You can see a full look at the Remco tribute line here,
Very nice.
including some of the glow-in-the-dark versions. A couple of these up in the front here are going to be New York Comic Con exclusives, the glow-in-the-dark Phantom, and then of course the Ghostface Takes Manhattan to the right there. They
See, I'm a 70s child. I had some of these.
Yeah.
So this is, I love the nostalgia of it.
Yeah, it's right down to like just these low-tech capes that are just as low-tech as the original
That's awesome.
version. It's just, that is kind of what made it so fun, right? That it was just like that sheet.
Yep.
It's just a sheet. So they are really loving tributes, though. I mean, you can see it in the figures as well as how we've recreated the packaging a bit. We've mimicked some of the fonts that they used. We used some of the same language that they did, but we've updated it in our own way.
Right.
You can see the black and white Ultimate Creature from the Black Lagoon right now. That is part of Target's Fall Geek Out right now.
Okay.
You can get it there. And then the color version is currently available everywhere.
Okay.
And then to the left of it, as well as, just a peek at all of the packaging for the larger Universal Monsters line at large. You can see the Frankenstein's monster in the chair, just sort of an elaborate diorama piece that comes with him. This will be offering up for an open pre-order on the NECA store soon as well.
Okay.
So we're trying to make that happen more often for fans. We realize that even though our stuff is very widely available, at Target and Walmarts and what have you, there are some people who it's just not feasible for them to get to one of those, or maybe they get there and they're already sold out. So we're trying to make some open pre-orders on the next store more regular occurrence.
Okay.
So below here you'll see our Monsters line, and then the sort of similarly family-themed Rob Zombie project House of a Thousand Corpses. We've got a bobblehead in the front for the 20th anniversary of Hellbilly Deluxe. And the Ultimate Miner figure is just now hitting the market. Some people may already see it in stores. If you don't see it, keep looking. It's definitely out there and still being shipped. Halloween ends. Chucky, the Ultimate Nun, the final version of the Ultimate McCready from The Thing. Those are all either out in stores or about to hit stores. And coming, I'd say like in the next month, is the Ultimate Dog Creature, which is endlessly customizable with all the different grotesque pieces. And you can just see the kind of the scale of the thing and how many different pieces are involved with the size of the package compared to the typical Ultimate style packaging. Yeah, it's a big boy. If you want to take a look at the gargoyles behind us right now, I can point out some new things that are happening there.
Sure.
We had this fantastic diorama piece that's been made for quite a while. We just haven't had the space at a show yet to display it. So here it is finally in all of its glory, thanks to Oilers Workshop who built this for us. You can see the current line proudly displayed, as well as a few new additions that we're just revealing here at the show. So up top you can see everyone has been waiting for Ultimate Macbeth and Cold Stone as well. And down to the left here is Gabriel. And then just closer looks at some figures that we've previously given sneak peeks at. Detective Broadway, which is obviously from the parts of the show where he's obsessed with black and white detective movies. And the sculpture and designer for that is really kind of gone above and beyond for the packaging on it as well. So I think when people see the packaging on it, they're going to be very excited. Oh, not quite ready to reveal that yet. Soon. Angela, Steel Clan, Lexington, Armored Xanatos. These are all members of the Gargoyles line that we're going to continue to work.
This is great. Awesome stuff.
Over here, we have the newest figure joining the Dungeons and Dragons line, Ultimate Elkhorn, out for display. He is arriving soon, and the level of detail on him, as with all of the other D&D figures that we've been doing in conjunction with Ms. Kids, is just really extraordinary. You can tell that the sculptures on these in particular are just in love with the D&D universe. They're all into these sculpts. I mean, look at the detail on the chainmail. It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
Yeah. It is wild. First in-person look at the Flash Gordon 80 movie.
Nice.
Figures. We've got
Prince Phil. Oh, he looks great with those wings.
Yes.
Oh my! And that Brian Bolin face. I love it.
Yeah. We've got Flash Gordon from the final battle. Ming in his military outfit as opposed to his more ceremonial robes. These all, I think, they just really killed on the likenesses.
Oh yeah.
And we're very excited to be doing this line. Anyone who hasn't seen Flash Gordon really should watch it.
Yes. As campy as it is still fun.
It is a delight, an absolute delight. Here we have the third piece of the Thanksgiving party, which for some reason we've chosen to scatter out across the pieces. The clothed version of John.
Oh my god!
I know, people over a certain age
Me?
will remember
Yes.
wearing these suede costumes.
Can't breathe through it. It was all plastic with a tie. And oh god, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
These will have removable masks, and otherwise will be further accessorized. And who knows how long we're going to continue this line. You know, Ben Cooper did make a lot of different costumes.
Yeah.
And everyone had their favorite, or the one that they like, this is the one that I wanted. So we're going to see how far we're going to take that line, and I hope that we're able to take it quite a ways. This is the newest Elton John figure with the complete in-scale piano.
Nice.
This one has actually been slightly more popular than the first one that we released in the Dodgers uniform.
Wow.
Which was a bit of a surprise to me, considering that the Dodgers uniform was so, heavily covered in the movie.
Right.
But it goes to show that sometimes people just have a favorite costume. the one and only outlaw himself.
Willie Nelson, nice.
He is out in stores now. We got really detailed with his guitar down to the little bullet hole in the front.
And the wear and stuff. Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
again. It's when you guys do these little details. That's what I really appreciate.
Yeah, we like to go just full nerd. Everything we do, whether it's a music action figure or a mainstream action figure or a prop replica, just, we're just gonna nerd out. See our Freddie Mercury figure next to him. This is the music themed area. The Ultimate Fiend, which just came out, complete with little record replicas. Everyone has their favorite Misfits album. And for the 40th anniversary of this Iron Maiden album, Number of the Beast.
And I feel old.
We did, yes. We remastered the album cover replica figure sets that we did. So here you can, in fact, recreate both the album and the single cover thanks to multiple accessories being included.
Awesome.
And here are the first two figures in our dinosaurs line. There will definitely, I've been getting a lot of questions about this, there will definitely be more figures in the dinosaurs line. I think people have already seen a sneak peek at Fran. And there's more to come after that. But these, again, it's, the expressions. Of course, when you have good source material to work with, like Jim Henson puppets. Like,
Yeah.
If you really, it's really hard to do that badly. I mean, I guess you could, but it's Jim Henson puppets. This was a fun show, and I think probably one of the sitcom format shows with the bleakest ending. Just the absolute most dark end for a series.
Yeah. It really did end on that dark note, and it was.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's not say anything in case we spoil a decades-old series for people.
Or just emotionally crush them when we remind them.
These Batman quarter scales, of course, were released years ago. We just have them out on display because we're going to be restocking them
Okay.
for the holiday season. So just letting people know that they're out. And of course, our utility belt prop replica, which is one in a long line of Batman prop replicas that we're going to be doing. Some of which you can see right over here.
From there to there.
Oh wow, doing 66, nice.
Yes, we're going to go further into the 66 Adam West series with some truly campy and delightful prop replicas. I mean, it's a walkie-talkie with a purple frill.
Frill on it. Oh my God, it's just the bat cuffs, the bat radio transmitter.
Yep, exactly. We have previously released prop replicas from the animated series, several versions of the animated series. The 89 movie will have more 89 prop replicas, we'll have more 66 prop replicas. We've been really having fun with this line.
Nice.
And then right above that you can see some of the latex Masters of the Universe masks that we've been doing. Skeletor and Beastman are already out, but we just offered a pre-order in the NECA store for the Trapjaw and Merman masks, and there are others in that line as well for people who are fans of a very awesome retro franchise.
Yes.
And then this is just a look at some of the packaging for the Gargoyles line. Where possible, we've tried to create some great new illustrations for the series.
They're really nice.
Yeah, just
That to me has never
a
killed.
lot of super dynamic illustrations.
Very nice.
Santos had a reason in its own way.
Yeah, I'm not sure how far down the line that you want to go. We will start segging into the headbox
I
body
think-
knockers and the Cheetos.
I think I'm good with
Okay, yeah.
just the figures.
Yeah.